many of you I know, and it has been an absolute privilege to be able to go through this journey with you. Those of you that I do not know, I certainly appreciate what you have overcome to make this happen. All the things you have had to balance. You are an impressive group of people, and you represent Lewisville and Lewisville High School so very well. So thank you very much for that. All right, regarding graduation and all things leading up to graduation, we're going to start with, don't forget, your iPads are due. We're going to pick those out, but you can see the schedule which was sent out. It is also on the website. It is also in your senior packet. But you cannot walk for graduation if we do not have your iPad returned and your fees paid. So please make sure you take care of that. It is, it's an important day. We don't want you missing because of you forgot your iPad. So please make sure you take care of that. If you have any questions, we will be here for all of the collection times on Monday and Tuesday. If there's any issues, we can talk it out then. Just come see us. Next slide. All right, so you know we are graduating at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, which is an absolutely beautiful environment. It's such a blessing that we'll do that for you guys this year because it is first class. But there are a ton of things you need to know. So I'm going to give it over to Mrs. Samey, your activities director, who will coach you up. Please pay attention because everything, if you ever attended graduation before at UNT, a lot of very different things. So pay close attention.
Okay, we are so excited about graduation. I know you have 1 week to prepare, but make sure that you're listening and paying attention to look at the slides. This information will be put on the school website after the presentation. Okay, when you're at home, make sure, I know when you got your caps and gowns, they told you, make sure your cap and gown fits. One year we had a gown show up and it was like this long. So you will not be able to walk if your gown's on the right size. So go home, try it on, make sure to match this, the mortarboard, which is called a cap. You can go straight across your head, straight across. So while you put it down, it's not going to be hanging on the back, it's straight across your head with the tassel. Make sure your gown is long enough. Make sure you have the required clothing, which is the dress code that's been on the website forever. Make sure you lightly iron the gown with a sheet or something between the iron and gown. The gown will rip and it will burn with an iron. So make sure that you have something between it. And water, don't steam it. Water will stain the gown. So don't get that wet. Leave your house very early. The traffic is heavy. Okay? We're going to watch a quick video that LISD put on for us. The top 10 things you need to know for graduation. Sorry.
Did you need sound?
Yeah, can we have some?
That's what I was asking.
Sorry, I forgot the sound.
Okay, you forgot about this sound. I will email this to you. That's my fault. Casey's been working still all that. I said, no, we don't need sound. Yes, we need sound for this. Okay, so the next slide. This is the link to the LISD video. I put it on there. You'll be able to watch that when you go home. I will also email it to you today. Seniors, try to carpool if you're with your parents. So much easier. So much easier to ride with your parents and be dropped off than to park in the graduate lawn and walk over. Your parents cannot park in the graduate lawn. They have to park, and I'll show you where it is. So you can't get dropped off. We need you to arrive between 12 and 12:35. So you can stagger in, and then you're going to go straight in to go to your rows and get lined up to go in. If you show up after 12:35, you will be held in the back, and they will seat you in the back. So make sure you get there before 12:35. Face coverings are required for all guests, and graduates will be given an LHS mask when you check in. So you do not need to bring a mask with you. You'll be given one when you get to graduation. Okay? They all match. little sports and therapy center. Students look at the map on that slide and follow the arrows toward the crosswalk. You gotta walk across the street and down, and we'll show you the next line. Okay, so the big blue star is where the parking is for graduates. The red lines at the top, by the other blue stars, are where you cross over and go in that Ford Center. You're gonna be checked in outside, and carefully understand this, you're gonna go down the steps and be checked in outside. You may not bring anyone else with you, no family, no friends, that just can be the graduates to check you in. You will go down the steps. I don't know if you can see how the sun will right, but there's a set of steps you go down once you cross the street, and then you go into that line. The security checkpoint. The star has lots and lots of security. So we have to abide by their rules. Did everyone hear me? Lots of security, abide by their rules. We are, as adults, we have to abide by their rules. As graduates, so do you. So you will enter through a metal detector and be given an LHS mask that will be there, that will be blocking you and checking you, giving you your mask. You must wear your mask while inside the star. If it's raining, make sure you cover your gowns. If there's a chance of rain, just put a plastic piece over your gowns, because we don't want them to sting. Reminder, carry your hat or your cap and tassel in one hand and your gown in the other hand. Your tassel will fall off. If you don't hold on to the tassel, it will fall off of the button on the cap and you will not have a tassel. So Johnson's does sell tassels for $10 if you've already lost yours. Just bring $10 and they have it there at the start. You need to leave your purse. I'm going to say this several times because security will not let you bring in anything except one key. Leave your purse, your cell phone, and your keys with your parents, or lock it in your trunk. You are only allowed to bring one key in with you. They will not allow cell phones. Again, you have rights to cover your hand. Again, bring in one car key, no wallet, cell phones, cameras, no smartwatches will be allowed. Exception made for adequate requirements if you need to contact an assistant principal if you need to bring in anything other than one key. Okay? Students found any unapproved items will be returned to their cars by the STAR security team. That's not even us. That is them. Make sure you follow their rules. It is recommended that students without pockets use a safety pin or something to pin their key inside their gown so you don't lose it. Students will be given a school face mask again when you enter. You don't need a mask or either. Dress code. Please pay attention to dress code. Every year, Lewisville High School graduates have to tell you look the best. Y'all know how to dress and you know how to look nice. So the male students need to wear dark or black dress pants, a collared white shirt, because you're going to see the white shirt under the maroon gown, and you can do a black or dark maroon bow tie or necktie and nice shoes. Comfortable shoes, hopefully. They need to look nice. Female students must either wear a dress shorter than your gown, so it doesn't fall out the bottom of the gown, or they can wear dress slacks or dress shoes or dress sandals. Per the STAR, no spiked heels or pumps will be allowed. Wedges and sandals are okay as long as they don't have a high spiked heel. It's suggested to wear flat, comfortable shoes on the turf. No t-shirts, jeans, shorts, or spiked shoes will be permitted through. So guys, I'm going to say this again and again. The turf on the STAR is very rip with high heels. Also, walking on the turf and heels is very hard. We tried it. You definitely want to have a low, flat, clunky type heel or some flat heel to wear on that turf. Again, can you wear heels with spikes? No, I'm going to say that over and over again because if you show up with those, they're going to turn you away and you don't have shoes. Because you have no way to call your mom. But I'll be there with my phone and call your mom. Try to get some shoes there. Wear the right shoes. Placement of the water, which is your cap. Cap should be flat on top of the head, not tilted back. The front goes to a point right here on your forehead. Faculty will make sure all is correct, so wearing bobby pins if you need to hold your cap into place. The tassel will be on the right, it needs to be on the right, and at the end of graduation, one of the officers will direct you to move it. And no decorations are allowed on the cap. That is a district policy, so if you show up with decorations on your cap, you'll need to bring $15 to buy another cap for Johnson's. Honor cords and stoles. Listen carefully to this Those things are done out before you go in, they don't want to be done on the floor or on the turf. So do not chew gum, do not bring gum there. The security of the store will not allow, again, will not allow anyone in the facility that are wearing spiked heels. Wedges and big short heels are allowed. You're going to be seated on the field with chairs about 3 feet apart for social distancing, and you will be wearing a mask to cover your nose. Flash photography will send proofs to you within 2 weeks after graduation. There's a link there that you can sign up to make sure they have your email, so they can send you their email. If you don't receive your proofs within a month, there's an email you can email Flash. That will send it to you. Security for parents and guests. This is not for you, this is for your parents and your guests. They must follow the forward center bag policy. This has been going out to parents. Make sure you're aware of the bags that are allowed in the store. This is what they do for any event at the store. We just have to follow by the rules. Security for parents and guests. Again, they must have face masks when they go in. You will get one. Tickets, every guest, regardless of age, will be required to show their ticket when they enter. Tickets have a seat number, but ignore that number. So your guests and parents, when they go on that star, they can sit wherever they want to. The security team from the star will be directing them on where to go. But do not sit in the assigned seat number that's on the ticket, because that doesn't matter. So be sure to tell your family that, because they will be way at the top, they get the early and low ones. You'll only be allowed to hold seats for other guests for just a short time. So 11:45, the security team can say, "I'm holding, everyone go sit." Okay? No one other than graduates or licensed staff will be allowed in the field. No signs, and please tell your guests and parents this. No signs, air horns, confetti, balloons, or laser pointers will be permitted. The board center reserves the right to remove any one of these items. So be sure to tell them they cannot bring those. No outside food is permitted, but they do have a concession stand. What your families can bring, they can't bring flowers for you, as long as they're wrapped in paper or tissue paper. They just can't bring in a big vase of flowers, okay? So flowers are acceptable, but no signs, no air horns, anything like that, okay? Parents and guest parking, again, we would like them to try to carpool as well. There's parking areas in the blue and silver garages, the red icon, the yellow icon, which I showed on the next page. The yellow stars are where the parents and guests can park. The parents and guests are going to enter to the Tostitos Plaza, which is at the front of the Ford Center, the Star. They'll enter through there. That is the fake football field. This is in front of the Star. That's where the parents will enter. You are in the backside, by the dock. So two totally different entrances. All right, once a guest enters the parking lot, they're going to be directed on what they need to do. In the limousine, oversized vehicle parking, they'll direct you on that, and there's no tailgating. We do have handicap parking and drop-off, and it is going to be, if you want to go into the next slide. Right here, at the picture, if you have anyone that is handicapped, they can be dropped off at the ADA entrance, and you'll notice it's the blue doors. It's the blue doors, so follow this if you have drop-offs. Guest seating, again, 8 tickets. They'll enter through the Tostitos Championship Plaza. It will be live streamed outside in the plaza, so if you have 4 or 3 more people that would like to go to graduation, they can go in the lawn chairs and sit out there on the plaza and watch it on their big screen outside. Flash photography again is taking pictures. They'll take a picture of you going across the stage and getting your diploma, and then they'll take a picture of you in the back, and then they're going to email your proofs. Graduation is live streamed. There's a link to our LHS live stream. And if you want more information about the STAR, there's a link there as well. Remember that graduation is a formal occasion. So everyone, just listen up for a second. I need you to listen up. It is a formal occasion. The farmers have always, no matter what this world says about us, we know how to behave when it's time. This is that time. This is that time. It is a formal occasion. You will act with dignity in class so that you do not embarrass your parents or guests and stands, and you do not embarrass Lewisville ISD or Lewisville High School. We are proud of you. We want you to be happy, but make sure that you act in a dignified manner. Okay, this is important. This is how you're going to enter the stage. Okay. Entering and seating. Today at 10 o'clock, this will be live for you to go to see where you sit. Many of you already saw your row and seat numbers, which are out there in the hallway. If you didn't, you're welcome to go down there and check after this practice. You can also get your t-shirt after this practice and your honor. If you got an email about honors and rewards, that's also out there. And then your tickets will be as you exit. Make sure when you go to graduation, you know your row, seat, and color number. So check the links. And their restrooms are only located on one side. Listen carefully, restrooms only located on one side. And that's going to be the left side, pink and yellow side. So your teachers will be able to direct you where the restrooms are. Once you're checked in with security, you will follow the directions. If you're pink or yellow, you're going to walk in and go to your left. If you're green or blue, you're going to walk in and go to your right. There's a printed list of rows in and out there. This is what we're going to look for with your row number. You're going to get that row number, you're going to go find your row, and you're going to check in with your faculty leader. Each faculty leader will be in charge of lining you up, checking your attire, making sure you know what to do. Then they'll check for your honor code, stoles, your gum, everything we just talked about. And then they will, I need to say this real quick. Your diploma will not be the diploma cover. Just so you know, we give the diplomas out, as does all schools. We give those out at the end, so you can go across, take all your pictures with your diploma cover, and your faculty row leader will have your diploma. So at the end of graduation, after all is done, they will pass those out to you. Again, those two periods go that way, after you check in these two of them. Okay, how are you going to enter? As a step, it's not a hurry, because this is all important stuff. Once your faculty leader and administrator approve your dress and you're lined up, they will lead you into graduation, inside of the store. We will enter in 4 lines by color code. I'll show you the next page. You'll follow your faculty row leader to graduation. You will follow the person in front of you. That's what you need to do. You will follow the person in front of you. You just need to know which row to go to, which row to come. You will remain standing until all graduates have entered and stay standing until directed to sit. You'll be seated when time to get your diploma. I'll come around and guide you out and up. I'll check your tassels. I'll make sure you look nice and pretty in the pictures, and we'll guide you up on stage. Here is the way you're going to come in. This is where you're going to enter. You're going to enter at the bottom where it says checking outside, and the stage is going to be, we're going to be coming in behind the stage. All the gray areas are the hallways. The white area is inside of the facility. The white area is the turf. That is the turf. So you can see the yellow. If you're yellow, you're going to go into all the way up to the back. Pink goes behind it, and then blue and then green. This again is on all of your information and it's important to know where to go. This is closer images, so you can kind of see the row and see where you're lined up. Your teacher will be there too. This is how it looks from inside. The stage is the top. You'll see row 1 in pink and green going all the way back to row 38 in blue and yellow. This is the way it's going to look on stage. See the white chairs? That's where you're going to be seated. Okay? The ceremony. Remember, it's a formal ceremony. We must remain respectful. Gentlemen, if you'll please remove your hats, your caps for any prayer and the anthem. Please listen to the speakers. Please applaud the speakers. When your name is called, and let me say, can I please say this really for everybody in here? When your name is called, we want your family to cheer loudly for you. However, we have to be respectful for the next name that is called. So the next name is called, if your family's up there screaming and yelling and blowing horns, they're going to be removed by security, but you will not be able to hear the next graduate's name. That's taking something away from them. So please talk to your guests and family, tell them to cheer for you, but when you hit the exit stage, that the next guest needs to be announced and needs to be heard, okay? Advise your parents, that's what we're talking about. So make sure you're not whistling or blowing whistles or air horns. faculty row leader is going to give you the name card. Those of you that have hard to pronounce names, your announcers are out there. They're going to write on the card. So you will give that announcer your card. If you go up to the stage without a card, they're not going to know how to announce your name. Okay? So make sure that the faculty row leader gives you your right card. That is the one thing you have to hang on to. Okay? Make sure you have that card. When you go across the aisles, they're going to say your name. Mr. Baker's going to be first. Mr. Baker's going to be the first person that you see.
Paper. Okay, I'll just. Can I borrow that?
Mr. Baker's going to be the first person you see, and I'm you. Mr. Baker has your diploma, okay? They're going to say, Miss White. Okay, then I'm going to smile. I'm going to walk across the stage. I'm going to shake Mr. Baker's hand, and take the diploma with the other hand. And if it's not him, it's a school board member, so you're going to have about 4 people to shake hands with. When you go across, listen carefully, I don't want anything to mess you up, so I get your diploma. When you go across, you're going to start with Mr. Baker, shake his hand, and go to the next one and the next one. Okay? So make sure you understand. Mr. Baker's supposed to be a fist bump or something. We normally shake hands because of COVID, we'll fist bump you. Okay? Then, okay, let's get going. When your name is announced, listen up. Make sure that you just smile. You can smile because you are going to be on a huge jumbotron above the stage. It is huge. So make sure that you act appropriately. Make sure that you're behaving appropriately across that stage. Don't do anything that's going to prevent you from getting your diploma. So walk across the stage, smile, be happy, but don't do anything that's going to cause you issues. Flash photographer will be taking your pictures. So when you get your diploma, listen up. The flash photography camera is going to be right there. When you get that last person, the very last person that hands you your diploma, you're going to smile because you want to see yourself on that picture. Okay? Return to your seats. After you get the pictures made, you're going to go back into your seats. Each row will stay standing until the whole row's gone back in, and then you'll all sit. Your faculty row leader will lead you. Okay, again, when you go to the stage, you'll hand your name card to the announcer. Don't hand it and start running. Hand it and wait until they call your name. When your name is called, then you start walking. Okay? Again, you're going to get the cover, and your faculty row leader has their phones. This is when you exit. Graduation is over. It's time to go. Mr. Baker will lead off the stage guests, and y'all will all exit out. Yeah, the doors are all close together. So you're going to blue and green are going to go up and to the left and exit out double doors. Pink and yellow are going to go out and exit out the golf doors. The star people will be there to the right to you. Okay? When you go to the outside, again, this is kind of what we're saying. Make sure that your teacher has given you your diploma before you leave. If by chance you miss your diploma, they're going to come back to school. And if you have friends that aren't going to participate in graduation, their diplomas and yours, if you don't pick yours up, will be in the main office by Wednesday, June the 2nd. You can pick up. Again, when you exit, they're going to guide you around to the outside. Listen, I got to tell you, this is so super important. Can you imagine 1,138 graduates leaving with 8 guests each on one little square at the Tostitos Plaza? That's going to be very hard. So before graduation, set up a place with your parents to meet. You will not have their phones to call. Set up any place around the star that you want to meet your family. Okay? Do that before graduation. But they're going to direct you to the Tostitos Plaza, and then you can maybe set up a yard line, say, hey, you need 45 on the Tostitos Plaza or something like that. Okay, they're going to march out, again, go there, but they want us out. Listen carefully, they're going to move us out, so take your pictures quickly. o'clock, we have to be out of the Tostitos Plaza because the Colony High School is coming in right after us. So they're going to direct everyone out by 4 o'clock. Okay, this is the green arrow that you're going to be following. You're going to exit out that top green, come down and around to the Tostitos Plaza. Where the green stars are, you can make your name, or anywhere around there. Things to remember. All graduates, caps and gowns must have been ordered from Johnston's because they have to all match in that deep maroon color. Okay? The previous years, if you have a cousin that graduated 2 years ago, their cap and gown will be a cardinal red and will not match with yours. So if you have not purchased the Johnston's cap and gown, they will have caps and gowns there at the facility for you. If you come with that in full rebellion, like you forget your cap, you forget your task, you forget your gown, you will have to purchase it to participate. You have to have the matching attire. Make sure you read all the information. Graduation usually lasts between 2 to 2.5 hours. The speakers are doing y'all a great service. They're having shorter speeches. There's going to be 3 short speeches. It's going to go by pretty quickly. Consider the number we have. Okay? All right, Johnston's will be graduation. If you need a cap and gown, they'll be selling those for $55. Caps are going to sell for $15. Taxes for $10 in case something happens. They will be at the loading dock. When you go in to check in, Johnston's has a table right there. The announcers are right by Johnston's. There's a Johnston's table. Your name. Dr. Soto, Mr. Champion, and Mr. Hollowell will be announcing your names. And I'm going to show you the name breakdown so you can go talk to them. They are here today with their little sheets, and you're going to get index cards when you go get your packet. They are also in the arena foyer. Okay? This is the breakdown. So Mr. Champion is going to start with the stage guests in the top 20. And we'll go all the way through Molly Garcia. Then it's going to split over to Mr. Hollowell, who will do Momo Garcia through the end. And then Dr. Soto will announce the last names from Homer through Zuniga. So that if those last names fall between there, if you have a hard to pronounce name and you don't let them know, it may be chopped up and that's sad for your family and for you. So their email addresses are on here. You need to make sure to email them. You can even do a quick recording of the way you say it and send it to their email. Okay? That will happen. Your briefs and your t-shirts. I do want to say this, the last names going through vinyl were left off the shirt by the t-shirt vendor. They got the names, they apologized, they're very sorry. They are reprinting those shirts for those 29 students. So those 29 students can come next week and get new shirts with the names on. And they will be out here. Ms. Williams and Son and Mr. Moser are out there with the free t-shirts right now. All right, so today we're getting ready to pick up your packets and your ticket packets. Mr. Baker will take over at this point, but go to the next slide. Each guest that enters the course is going to get tickets. If you have friends that are not here today, they have until Monday to come get their packets, or Mr. Baker will start issuing their tickets out that following day, Tuesday. Okay. So what you can do after the meeting, you can get your free t-shirts. You can check your Johnston's table over here by the t-shirts that you didn't pick up your announcements. We still have announcements and caps and gowns out there that haven't been picked up. The award table, if you got an email about an honor or award, that's also outside. If you have a hard to pronounce name, I told you about the announcers. Go to your last name, when you're out the last name. Do not look for your attendance card, because they may not be in the right place. You're looking for the signs with your out the last name and pick up your tickets. Make sure that you watch them count your tickets. Listen carefully. You're going to have to sign that you have 8 tickets in your envelope. Watch them count the 8 tickets, then you're going to place your signature, okay?
Okay, so that's a lot of information. To recap real quick, you need to get to the entrance of the start where you come in, which is in the back. You will, all that's in the packet. But you need to arrive there between 12 and 12:35. So you need to get up to the parking area or your parents drop you off a little earlier than that. but you cannot get in the building. They will not open the doors until noon. So the Star is kind of running the show in that way. So they also will block you, like make sure all you have is the key, no other metal. Like at UNT, the administrators did that, and if somebody forgot to take something out of your pocket, we'd hold it for them. We cannot do that at the Star. They won't let it in, period. So make sure all you can bring is one key. And if you bring something else, they'll tell you, hey, you gotta go back to your car or wherever, go drop it, go put it somewhere. So make sure, don't think, hey, I have to have my phone, I have to have my phone, I have to have this or that. It will not be allowed in, so know that ahead of time. Ladies, don't wear the spiky heels. They will sink into that turf field. Trip would be kind of funny, but totally inappropriate for the occasion. Gentlemen, dark black pants, white collared shirt and a tie, nothing on the gown, nothing on the hat. We will be rocking and rolling, it'll be a great time, and it truly is a very significant accomplishment. All right, having said all that, we're going to dismiss a section at a time, or else we won't all fit. So only right now, people headed toward the t-shirts and then towards the auditorium, which is where you get your packet and your tickets. Those sitting on the floor, you're going to go now. Only those sitting on the floor.